I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. Put it in 10, know I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start here with Jackson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a 5-time All-Pro. Here's Gale Sayers. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
70, Indy, you're out. Yep.
Again, they'll run with Sayers. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to have a third down.
Ready. There. Look at me. Zipper.
They'll try and run for it with Sayers. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Young. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Young, going to throw again. He's got his man Sharp complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a handoff looking right. 15 yards on the play, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's Young on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down at the 28.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey.
Let go defense. Let go defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This long drive continues here to start the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Pilot, 64, win.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
18,
Young now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Michael Strahan there to make the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
10 logo. 6-6. Bullet high.
On third down, Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Bravo. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Snap.
First and 10, Young. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Another try after the first down sack. Young is complete to Jones. A gain there of 21 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Come on, set.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, shoot.
To throw is Young. Throwing again. Buying time to his left. Gronkowski the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw on third down, Young. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's Steve Young. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time. That'll bring up second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
A second down throw for Young. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 51. Double tight, guys, double tight. We got.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. Yeah, they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Go.
Now a give right side. Jackson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
On the set. 50 to mark. Get in the way now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now Young on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
Ready. 18 Gator. Get it.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Young. That's caught by Jackson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Hey, exit.
Max 50.
Don't get nervous. Ready.
From the red zone now, Young. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. 5.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
90 Wolf. Go. Big River.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Recon, 132.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
From the 41, Young. Jones has it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Young. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Randall dropping the hammer.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Mike by 4, Mike by 4, Mike by 4. Here we go.
From the gun, Steve Young. Being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That throw by Young incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now a give, running left, it's Sayers. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. And they'll move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Young. Throw left side, complete. It's Holt. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he breaks another. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 35 on 2nd down, Young, and a catch made by Hopkins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now a handoff looking right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Young. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's get it. On the double. Mike 50. Mike 50. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Kill.
Now the first throw in overtime for Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Here's Sam Martin now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. but they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part one is done, now part two. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. Willie Brown, the one to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Barkley. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That second down play, that's a -4.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them
and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. On first down, Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, Odell with the hands, thought he could guard me. I